Surviving is important, but if you have the opportunities to thrive and be happy and live healthy, I want that for you with all my heart. So we've all heard the word depression. When we think of it, we think of someone who can't get out of bed, who's crying all the time, who doesn't eat, who doesn't have anybody around them, who doesn't shower. Those are some of the pictures that come into mind when people think about depression. But that ain't really true. I mean, it ain't. You really have some people who are able to function. That means going to work, washing clothes, showering, and getting things done that they need to, and still have depression. Now, for us clinicians out there, high functioning is like just a high buzz word, like, how they sometimes say high functioning addicts who can still do drugs and still go to work. Yeah, high functioning means you can just still get things done, but you're still struggling on the inside. And so kind of the clinical term would be dysthymic disorder, which means that you have been depressed more days than not for about a 2-year period. I'll get into that in another video. If this is your first time finding this video and you like mental health videos like this, then definitely consider subscribing here to Undefined Therapy, where I post videos 2 to 3 times a week. So now that we've got that out the way and you subscribed, of course, now let's jump on into these 7 signs. Number 1 is that you have difficulty experiencing joy. So maybe it was that workout class or that spin class or yoga or painting or going for a jog. Those things that used to bring you so much joy don't quite fit the bill anymore. You're not exactly happy to do them anymore. Number 2, you are somewhat ruthless when it comes to being critical of yourself and of others. Whether it's feeling like you're always a failure, like people around you just can't get their life together, you're constantly walking around with this thought in the back of your mind that no one's good enough and you're also not good enough as well. Number 3 is you have a reduced amount of energy. So just getting up for work, you're going, remind you now, you're high functioning, so you're still going to work. You're still doing everything that you need to do, but it is wiping you out. It always feels like it's such an uphill battle just to do things that used to be a breeze for you. Number 4, you're irritable and you have an excessive amount of anger. So if someone drops a cup or if someone can't get something right, you are just blowing up. I mean, just going off. If you're wondering about anger, I have already done a video on signs that you may have an anger problem. I'll post that video right here and also down in the description box below. But little things that will just go, kind of just under the radar a little bit, you are just going off. And partners are like, you seem like you in a bad mood all the time. So that could be a sign. Number 5, feelings of worry and guilt about the past and the present are becoming very dominant. I want to say that some worry is normal. We're gonna worry and think about things that we've done and things that we want to do, that we're taking the right steps, or maybe you hurt someone's feelings and so you may feel some guilt about that. But if this guilt and worry is taking over all of your thought patterns, so anytime you're not doing something or anytime you're trying to rest and those thoughts are just being persistent, you close your eyes and you're thinking about things about the future and worrying about things about the past and things that you have no control over and you just can't shake it, then that could be a really big sign. Number 6, relying on your coping strategies more and more. Yes, I said it. A therapist has said that relying on your coping strategies could be a sign of a problem. What that shows is that you kind of needing just that weekend of a break is becoming more than a weekend. Now it's coming every weekend. You're needing lots of downtime and you're turning inward and Netflix is taking over your whole life. We've all binged. But when it's becoming that uphill battle of going to work and doing things is becoming so tiring and so difficult that you just are needing everything in your toolkit, like, yoga classes, baths, working out, Netflix, all of those things to the excessive amount, and it's becoming more and more. It's showing that you're breaking down emotionally and mentally and that the recovery time is not enough. And hopefully this doesn't happen to you, but when sometimes those coping strategies are not enough, we can turn to substances or negative outlets to give us that relief. So that's why it's important to know that when you're using those things in an excessive amount, that you don't turn to higher things to help you just escape. And number 7 is seeking perfection. I know this is going to ruffle some feathers out there. This is my feathers. Don't mind me. But yes, seeking perfection. I know that society has certain standards. You work hard, you pay off, you get good grades, you come to work on time, you overachieve, you stay late. That's how you get rewarded in life. But perfection really does have a downside where you're overcritical of yourself, where you're setting these unrealistic demands of yourself that you actually just can't achieve. And that is leading you feeling more of a failure and letting you be just more harmful to yourself because you're knowing that you're not achieving this. So you're looking down on yourself more and more and causing distress and strife in your life. So that was 7 signs of high functioning depression. I hope it was helpful for you. It's just some signs. It's not the gospel, as I say a lot on my channel, but it can give you some insight into what might be happening with you. And that's what I just want, is just some type of self-awareness and acknowledgement so that you can have a healthier path, or so that you don't turn down that downward spiral where you don't necessarily need to be. I want you to be healthy. I want you to thrive and not survive in life. Surviving is important, but if you have the opportunities to thrive and be happy and live healthy, I want that for you with all my heart. Like, I genuinely really do want that. So for you, if you have connected with a lot of these signs and you feel like, yes, checking off those boxes, then I do encourage you to seek professional help. Reach out. You can talk with somebody. There's a lot of modalities, a lot of therapeutic techniques that can help you manage this, to overcome it and just make you feel like, okay, I'm taking some steps. And I'll leave some information down below where you can find a therapist and some hotlines as well. If you found this video helpful, then I do encourage you to give me the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. And yeah, I'm Rashawnda Carey. I'm a licensed therapist, and I create mental health videos to help you create your own path toward healthiness. And I will see you next time.